love this series, different ways at how you can win at life. We've been looking at it all week long, and our next guest is here with tips on how to conquer fear so that we can get it out of the way, maximize our potential in 2019. So here with more is public speaking coach Lauren Ferraro. Always good to have you with us.
Hi, good morning.
We learned so much. Let's start with this first one, which is achievement is not a process anymore. You describe it as a state. What does that mean?
It's an outcome now. It's a state. We want it. I want that, and I want it immediately. And I go, hang on a second. This is a process. What happened here? What happened to step by step? What happened to gut instinct? Do this, don't do that. Should I try this out? We want it immediately. That's what I think now, yeah.
And we need to remember it is a process. There's much to be built along the way.
Absolutely. We need to know that this is not going to work. I'm going to try this out. I mean, that's what holds us back is fear is not just fear of a snake, fear of a spider. Fear, if you're leading possibly a boring life or you think you're boring or I don't do anything, is there something, are you actually scared of taking a step?
So think about that one. All right, your first tip is to stop using Google to overcome your fears.
Oh, we Google how to breathe.
Yeah.
Don't we? We Google how do I start this? What's someone else doing? My students at school Google before I've even explained something. We are constantly at our phones wanting a quick response. And I say, why don't you try something without, don't even look at the recipe. Sort of take that notion in the kitchen of, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna dump this in here, dump a dash of that, and ooh, this tastes awful. Great, you learned from that. What does that feel like? Whatever happened to gut reaction so just try it out without even Googling to see what someone else is doing, because that in turn might stop you. I don't do it as well as she does. Well, who cares?
Right.
Try it out. And that's what we used to do way back when. There was no way of sort of looking something up to see how I can do it perfectly. There's no such thing. We're all taking step by step and trying something out. And we've just kind of lost it with, how can I Google this? How does this look?
How do I do it perfectly
How do I do it
to achieve?
Yes, what's the answer to this? We don't sort of mull things over anymore.
All right, and another one is others' opinions. We all know that we can be afraid of others' opinions, but you're reminding us not to be bothered by that.
Fear, the core, especially when it comes to public speaking out loud in front of everyone, is at the core of this, we care what other people think. And that's fine to a certain degree. I mean, I curled my hair for you this morning, so we care what we look like in a great way. But sometimes it can sabotage us if it goes too far. You are so worried about what other people think that you don't even take that step that we just talked about. So that's a form of fear that holds you back. Again, you've got to just leap forward and people are worrying about what you think as well. If we all kind of just suppress that and get rid of that a little bit, we'll all breathe a little bit more and then just start.
This also plays into another tip of yours, which is forget about the outcomes.
Yes, we're obsessed. We're obsessed with wanting. We all want to be fitness gurus, money people. We want a line of spatulas. We want product. We look at all these, and wonderful people and wonderful things that they've achieved online. And I'm hinting to social media here because we look at what everyone has, but we have to remember that they studied their craft for 20 years. Now they have that they're reaping the rewards in a way where, again, we want something instant, and we're just sabotaging ourselves with wanting that quick fix. It's not working. It's not working.
You call for a lot of reflection here, self-reflection. Why is it important to monitor your reaction to fear?
Well, because you got to know what that feels like when it doesn't work. You got to know what it feels like when it's, hey, I got over that just a little bit. That felt great. So you don't have to jump into it. You don't have to, put a snake in my hand, that kind of thing, or sign up for a massive TED Talk. I mean, you could, but getting over fears is also just little steps. So you don't have to submerge yourself in it, but maybe just, okay, I'm going to stand up and say good morning to everyone, and that's going to make me feel good. Then launch yourself into a TED Talk. So little steps to getting over these fears.
Good reflections and steps to keep in mind as we start out this new year. Thanks so much.
Thank you.